Welcome, Virgo, to your June forecast. This is Ava of Virtual Tarot, and I am very excited about your reading because you had such a wonderful reading last month. You had, I think, the best reading of all the 12 signs. So that was a lovely thing, and I hope that this trend keeps up for you. If it's your first time here to Virtual Tarot, my name is Ava again, and I want to welcome you. I am an oracle and a yoga teacher of many, many, many years, and a spiritual counselor. And I even had a surfing school in Hawaii for many years. So I do all kinds of things. But one of my greatest passions is the tarot, and I've been reading and lecturing on the tarot again for many, many, many years. So I would recommend also, if you're just learning the tarot, to participate in these sessions, not just if this is your sun sign, rising sign, or moon sign. Go to all the others, and the best way I think of learning the tarot is by seeing it being used. All right? So that said, stay tuned at the end of the reading, please, because I've included now another segment in which I elucidate a bit about each and every one of the signs, family, personality traits. And so I think that is, and it would make an interesting addition to what I do here with the tarot, because I do speak to you and your star sign. And so it would be a good way of us incorporating astrology also into these readings. So what I do here is I forecast for the upcoming month, and I do so with a 4-card spread. I only employ 4 cards because I want to use a more brief and succinct method of getting to the important issues that might be coming up. So the first card represents the overall energy of the month. The second card is your challenge, and the third will represent the unexpected, and the fourth is the outcome. So I shuffle, I put the cards down, and I make 3 piles and return here. So let's get comfortable and begin your reading, Virgo. In the position of the environment of the month of June for you, Virgo, we have a court card. These are people cards. And this is the King of Cups. Just have a look. Now, on a very day-to-day level, it could just be that someone, a Pisces, a Scorpio, or a Cancer, a male, becomes somehow an important aspect of the month. But I prefer to go into what is the energy of what the card symbolizes energetically for us. The King of Cups. You're going to be showing remarkable levels of patience this month. And perhaps providing security and comfort to family members or friends or associates. But the King of Cups is a cool character. He's emotionally in control. It's about keeping cool and calm in the midst of turbulence, keeping your head about you when everyone else is losing theirs. Where does that come from? That comes from when everybody, if you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowances for their doubt too. That's Rudyard Kipling from the poem If. And it seems very appropriate because you're going to have to stay calm and cool and present a strong shoulder to cry on for someone. Now, he is also very romantic, gallant, in fact. And you'll either be the recipient of gallantry, romance, or you'll be the provider, the one giving romance, gallantry. Maybe also you'll be asked to keep a confidence, a secret. He's also representative of mediation, being the mediator in a dispute, where your wisdom and guidance may be called upon. But stay calm. No matter what's happening around you, stay calm and stay composed. Be kind, be helpful. And again, you're showing remarkable patience. It's about being patient, cool, and calm. That's the energy of the month. Now let's see. Oh, another person card showed up for the challenge position, and that is the Queen of Wands upright. Well, so you're challenged. All right, so again, it could be that a female fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries was the other one. Oh, dear God. Sagittarius. Leo. Our dear friends Leo. They might be challenging to you. I don't know. But if it's as simple as that, well, then that might be what's going on. But again, I prefer to see it energetically. So what's challenging you? Your challenge, very much like the King of Cups in a sense, is to take charge of something, to take charge of a situation, to have deep faith in yourself, in your capacities, in your talents, in your strengths, to believe in yourself. If you're trying to find a job, you need to make a very powerful first impression by showing enthusiasm and, again, self-confidence. This is about being very bold and brave. Again, almost like the King of Cups, but more dynamic. Maybe your challenge is to encourage others, to inspire them, but to be fearless. You see, the Queen of Wands is totally fearless. She's fearless in the face of all opposition or competition. Again, same thing if you're looking for new work. Be fearless. She's the consummate leader, like a Hillary Clinton. I wonder if she's a fire sign. I wouldn't doubt it. But it's also challenging you to be a little bit more spontaneous, to put a little adventure into your life, to do something again, adventurous, and to be vivacious. And if you're female, well, even if you're male, you can be vivacious as a male, I guess. I don't know. You never say, oh, he's so vivacious. I don't know, maybe you do. But vivacious, I like the word. Sparkly. And so you might have to go back on a health regime of some sort. Get back on track. Exercise. Eat well. Watch my Alkaline Kitchen .wordpress.com. I'll teach you how to become a alkaline vegan, a diet based on eating nothing but plants and non-hybridized plants at that. The best diet in the world. So I got a commercial in there. Anyway, these are your challenges for the month. Let's see. I'm curious now. Oh, look at this. We have yet another people card, court card, but it's reversed. And this is the Queen of Swords, and she's reversed. In the unexpected. So unexpectedly, what's going on here? Again, it could be a disgruntled air sign, female air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. An upset, stressed out, little mean. Air sign. Or maybe you have to watch what you say. Again, keep your cool. Maybe you have to deal with someone who has a very sharp tongue, or you have to deal with gossip, unexpected, damaging gossip of some sort. Someone perhaps in your midst unexpectedly becomes insensitive and cruel, or is trying to manipulate the situation or manipulate you. And again, it goes back to that same Rudyard Kipling poem about blaming you for something. Maybe it's a disloyal friend. who is insensitive, and maybe it's some sort of cunning, hopefully not from you. Don't be cunning. Or, sometimes you have to be cunning in an innocent way. Cunning and innocent is not totally negative, but someone might be cunning, or there's a need to be cunning. I hope not. But sort of hypercriticism that you have to deal with. That could very well be. So let's say, look, finally we get a card that is not a person card or a court card, and that is the Four of Cups upright as your outcome. Well, you see, cups are about emotion. And let's examine this card a bit. Outside of the image there where he's underneath the Bodhi tree with his arms folded, and someone is offering him another cup, and he's sort of saying, well, I don't know about this offer. There's that interpretation, but I prefer, let's start with the idea that this is a four, and it's an emotion. It's about your emotion. And if you imagine the cups as water being, again, symbolic of emotion, and the four being a square. And so this water is trapped and can't move. And when water is trapped, it becomes stagnant. Water needs to flow in order for it to stay vital. So somehow the emotion is the vitality of the emotion, of your emotion, of the emotions, are being drained out. It's sort of like love without risk. Safe love. Taking the safe course emotionally. Becoming disinterested emotionally. Maybe that offer, that job offer or whatever offer, is not exciting you. You hear that? I hope you don't hear that. That's some poor person going to the hospital. So let me continue. If you can hear that. So a lack of enthusiasm about something that's being offered, or just that's the mood. Maybe you've been disillusioned about someone or something or some offer, and maybe there are mitigating circumstances around it that you don't find acceptable. Maybe you're just satisfied with what you already have, and the new offer doesn't excite you. It could be love. It could be a practical offer of a job or anything. And you need to change. You need change. You need change. But you're not quite sure whether the offer of change that is presented is what you want. So I say that's it. And so you might just have to be, as a Virgo, you're very much you're very capable of giving sympathy and love and support. And people come to you naturally for that. You have deep sympathy for others. And so you might have to, in effect, go quite deep this month and provide that for some people, some circumstance. You, as the Queen of Wands, your challenge is to remain independent, vital, enthusiastic, fearless, sincere, to believe in yourself, and to trust yourself. And so I'm going to end the reading there. If you would like a private and personal reading, there's a link below to Trudy's site where you can get one from Trudy if you are interested in that. I, on the other hand, do this is the commercial. I, on the other hand, do the what I call the council cards. And the council cards are simply a reinterpretation of this spread for you, Virgo, done in a manner that is more like depth psychology. Because these cards are very deep and perhaps a little too deep sometimes for this particular venue. And so I provide the council cards for us to delve into them more deeply. And I provide also a fifth card. And that fifth card gives us a conduit, a tether to heaven, so that we can get information from your spiritual guide. And every sign has one to give us some insight I may not be able to find or glean myself. And I do that through channeling. And I will also add a little more information about your Virgo family of traits. But let me now go into that a little further right here. Let's start the process. So Virgo, your symbol is obviously, I'm sure you know, the Virgin, the pure one. The words that evoke who you are is, I analyze. It's the Virgos are analyzers. And their primary motivation on a karmic level is a search for meaningful service to humanity. And of course, this can be done through just motherhood, fatherhood. Often they become nurses, doctors, teachers, counselors, people who help others. You see, because for a Virgo is an earth sign. They're practical. They want very much for their daily life, their daily work, their everyday experience to express their spiritual contribution, their spiritual store of wisdom, or a means that those daily events in their life to become cumulatively their contribution to the human family. They have an instinct for gathering resources. They're very much interested in gathering resources to sustain themselves, to survive on the earth. They're an earth sign. They consequently have a compulsion to gather either physical or mental objects, ideas. They become, they can be hoarders of objects, but they can also be scholars as they gather, sort, organize ideas. Virgos have this need to accumulate ideas and objects because they abhor a vacuum. They can't bear a vacuum. They need to populate it. So whether it's their house or whether it's their mind, they need to put things in there. And on the shadow side, sometimes their need to survive takes precedent over everything and everyone else. So they can choose, say, partners or situations that are expedient for their survival and not from a higher choice, a choice of love. But when they are more evolved, elevated, they want to serve and to have that service be very much appreciated, be appreciated for their service. And they are often, their service is where they express themselves creatively. That's a beautiful thing. I have had many Virgo friends, and when a Virgo is more evolved, they can be enormously interesting because of their way of looking out into the world and seeing it as a collection of extraordinary insights, ideas, beautiful things. They are like a Taurus. They love beautiful things. And so they make very interesting friends. So I want to say I love you very much, Virgo, and thank you for being there. I've learned a lot from you through the years, and I thank you also for coming here to Virtual Tarot, and I hope to see you next month, which will be when? In July. So thank you, and aloha.